The documents that we are sharing with you today were turned over to us by the Office of the Attorney General in response to a lawsuit that we filed last month under the Maryland Public Information Act. The documents are ones that we sought beginning almost 2 years ago in response to disclosures of evidence that some surveillance by an unknown law enforcement agency had been taking place of folks with the Baltimore Pledge of Resistance as they assembled and gathered and traveled to the NSA for a protest there in 2003. Equally, and perhaps even more importantly and more terrifying, what you see in the documents today is a particular individual, Max Obashevsky, sitting to my left, who is listed in the Maryland high-intensity drug trafficking area database under the suspected crimes of terrorism. Mr. Obashevsky is a person who has devoted his entire life to nonviolent, peaceful protest activities on behalf of peace. If there is anyone in the world who is further from a terrorist, it's hard for me to imagine them. And that the Maryland State Police can think that being anti-war is a subset of terrorism is a terrifying prospect.
We, being any groups that I'm involved in, we have open meetings. Anyone here can come to these meetings. We don't hide anything. We publicize it. We put it on the internet. We send out emails about any of this. Why would someone come into a meeting deceitfully and claim to be someone else? Why doesn't that person come to the meeting and say, I'm with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, I'm with the Maryland State Police? We would not eject that person. We would welcome that person. Maybe that person has some good ideas for the next rally, whatever.
I was in the FBI from 1988 to 2004 and was successful in investigating domestic terrorist groups. So there were plenty of authorities out there to investigate real bad guys. What reducing the standards do is authorize the government to investigate innocent people. And that has no place in our country. It certainly serves no security purpose to investigate peaceful groups.
These documents are now really by no means the end of this case. These documents raise far more questions than they answer, and I think there are 4 important questions. How on earth did this happen? How was it possibly allowed to go on for 14 months? What is the full scope of the surveillance activity, and what will be done to ensure that it never recurs? We will be filing additional Public Information Act requests to get that information. We have today sent a letter to the governor and the Attorney General and the Superintendent of the State Police asking for answers to these questions, asking for an investigation and for public accountability, and we will pursue this to the fullest extent possible.